Imagine gazing into the endless depths of space and feeling, in your bones, that something was gazing back. That's exactly what scientists felt when the James Webb Space Telescope, the most advanced eye humanity has ever turned toward the heavens, detected something no one anticipated. This wasn't another distant galaxy to catalog, nor a picturesque nebula to decorate NASA's gallery. It was a pattern, a sequence, an anomaly that didn't just break the rules of astrophysics, it questioned whether we truly understood the rules at all. At first glance, it looked random. But the deeper scientists peered, the more deliberate it began to feel. Structured, organized, and perhaps intelligent. For generations, we believed the universe was indifferent, a cold, empty abyss ruled by blind physics and cosmic accidents. But what if we were wrong? What if something, or someone, was leaving traces? Not for us, but for any who dared to look close enough. Today, we examine the most controversial, baffling, and paradigm-shattering data ever returned by the James Webb Space Telescope. Clues so strange that some astronomers are quietly asking the question we've feared for centuries. Are we finally being noticed? Scene transition. A digital rendering of Neptune, glowing faintly blue. Narrator, VO. The first clue didn't come from a distant galaxy. It came from our own backyard. Webb was turned toward Neptune, the ice giant at the edge of our solar family. A frozen world so far away it feels timeless. Silent. But Webb saw something no one predicted. Neptune's upper atmosphere had cooled. Not over eons or millennia, but within just a few decades. By nearly 10 degrees Celsius. There was no clear reason. The sun's cycles didn't account for it. Internal changes? Unlikely. And then, there was the magnetosphere. Webb detected subtle ripples in Neptune's magnetic field. Tiny pulses, rhythmic, like a quiet heartbeat we never knew was there. Could something be influencing Neptune from beyond? Gravitational waves? A dense patch of dark matter? Or something stranger still, something invisible, that whispers across the solar system. Scene. The TRAPPIST-1 system appears. A red star surrounded by rocky planets. Narrator, VO. If Neptune left us uneasy, the TRAPPIST-1 system left scientists speechless. Just 39 light-years away, this compact star hosts 7 rocky worlds. 3 orbit in the habitable zone, the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold. But Webb didn't just confirm that these planets were rocky. It revealed their skies. Using infrared spectroscopy, Webb detected water vapor, not just trace amounts, but rich, dense clouds. On 2 planets, TRAPPIST-1d and TRAPPIST-1e. Their atmospheres are humid, Earth-like. Temperature profiles suggest oceans. Global, deep, ancient seas. Even more astonishing, Webb picked up ozone-like compounds. On Earth, these are signs of biological activity. It's not evidence of life. But it's the closest we've ever come. Not 1, but 2 planets. Side by side. Alive, or nearly so. Scene. A dramatic fly-through of a primordial galaxy, JWST 13. Narrator, VO. While Webb explored nearby systems, it also cast its gaze into the ancient past. In one deep field image, it captured light from one of the earliest galaxies ever seen. JWST 13, formed just 330 million years after the Big Bang. That was expected. What wasn't, was its light signature. It emitted intense Lyman alpha radiation, a wavelength that should have been absorbed by neutral hydrogen in the early cosmos. Yet here it was, shining through, clear as day. It meant that ionization, the transformation of cosmic fog into transparent space, had already happened. Too early, too fast. White dwarfs are the remnants of dead stars. Their stories should be over. But in one of these stellar graveyards, Webb found a gas giant orbiting impossibly close. It should have been vaporized when the star died. And yet, it survived. Not only that, Its atmosphere shows signs of renewal. Water vapor, sulfur compounds. A kind of chemical rebirth. Could this planet have adapted? Could life cling to dying stars? It suggests a possibility long dismissed, that ecosystems, even civilizations, might evolve to survive stellar death. If so, then maybe white dwarfs are not tombs. Maybe they're refuges. Flickering lanterns in the dark, sheltering what endures. Scene: Uranus and Neptune's small moons appear in rotation. Narrator, VO, closer to home. Webb turned its eye to the forgotten moons of Uranus and Neptune. They were believed to be cold, lifeless stones. But infrared scans revealed something astonishing: heat. From deep within. Cryovolcanism. Geological activity. Tiny moons like Hippocamp and Despina, glowing softly. Alive. And on their surfaces, carbon chains. Complex. Organic. Too structured to be coincidence. Too distant from the sun to be natural. Were they seeded? Were these moons once touched by something? Scene: a wide view of the cigar galaxy, Messier 82. Then zooms into its heart. Narrator, VO, in a galaxy we've studied for decades. Messier 82, Webb saw something new. A rhythmic infrared pulse. Precise, repeating. Not a star, not a black hole. It had structure, spacing. Like a beacon. A signal. Or a remnant of one. SETI researchers recognized the pattern. It resembled early templates for interstellar communication. No natural cause explains it fully. So, was it meant for us? Or are we just intercepting echoes from a message never intended to reach our ears? Scene: Tabby's star, flickering unpredictably. Narrator, VO, then there's Tabby's star. The mystery that sparked rumors of alien megastructures. Webb's precision removed old theories, dust, comets, random debris. Instead, it found something angular. Layered. Casting shadows with unnatural timing. And all around it, heat. Waste heat. As if something was harvesting energy and bleeding the excess. Once called science fiction, the phrase, Dyson swarm, is now scientific vocabulary. Scene: AEL 2744, Pandora's cluster. Light bends and distorts through gravitational lensing. Narrator, VO, finally, the deepest mystery. In Pandora's cluster, where gravity reveals ancient galaxies, Webb saw something move. Something passed between us and a distant galaxy. Not once but repeatedly. Not visible. Not reflective. Just shadows. Massive objects. Dark, silent, moving with intent. Possibly machines. Possibly watchers. Hidden not by distance but by design. Closing scene. Webb telescope floating above Earth, framed against stars. Narrator, VO. What Webb has uncovered is more than discovery. It's disruption. It's a whisper from the void saying, you are not alone. From Neptune's pulse to TRAPPIST's oceans, from silent moons to structured beacons, from ancient galaxies to invisible giants, the universe has secrets. Not buried, but veiled. And now, that veil is lifting. We stand at the edge of revelation. The edge of something vast, and perhaps watching. This is just the beginning. Text on screen. What if the universe was never empty? Narrator, VO. If you felt that shiver, that quiet suspicion that